Chick, hit. Chick on two. Welcome everybody. Beautiful evening. Take care of bartenders from Hump. If you have any questions, let us know. It's all when she's away. Little sunshine when she's gone home. Just go to home and tell her she's away. Never hears talk when she's gone. When she's gone straight. ball.
I can't wait. The last time I saw it was in the 80s.
Where at?
Madison Square Garden. What a showdown.
Is that what it is with me?
That was like not too long after that album. Slow Hand came out. Lay Down Sally and all that.
Smart kid, he doesn't want to let the money go. He want to put it in his pocket. Wish I could swim like the dolphins. The dolphins can swim. Oh, nothing will keep us together. You can beat them forever long. We'll be heroes. Just a long day. I will be free.
So what's up, everybody? Tennessee Texas Dog, anything else here? Taz, thanks for being here, Taz. Everything else, love you.
Sugar Patrick.
What's up, April? How you doing?
This old house been burned down a long time ago. Maybe angel miles from me. Maybe a poster on the wall for you. Give me one thing I can hold on to. It's the way to go. Gate Trio. Take care of your bartenders. Got any questions, let us know.
Opposite of the song before. Hey, Joe. Maybe like our Roy Gallagher, bad penny. I'm just saying. Word up.
There comes the sun. Yes, that's a good thing. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. My wife is here. I don't know if she's still here. But what's up, Chad? Johnny? What's up? How you doing? Dawn? Coco Loco. Yeah, it was a lot. There was rain crazy here, so we thought we were going to get canceled, but thank God we didn't. What's up, Taz? And April's here. My beautiful wife. I don't know if she's still here. Maybe she left. Let's see here. Who else is here? Jaroslav. Let's see who else. Stephen Jones. Angela. Awesome. Again, April. Kylie, thanks for being here. Anybody else? Forget. Daniel, Barry Sports Highlights. How you doing? Angelo again. Thank you, baby. I love you. My beautiful wife Jess says, sounds good, babe. Thank you. Skyset, what's up? And Crease Sauce was here. Oh, Crease Sauce fell asleep. He says, I'm sleepy. I'm trying to wake up. He's probably asleep. Who else is here? Tessie Tex, what's up? Who else? Yeah, I think that's about it. I think pretty much Eleanor. Awesome. Eleanor was here. Thank you. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you. All right, guys. What's up, Wolf? Wolf is in the house. There's Babe. How you doing? Yes, we are at Jenks Jenks Inlet Bar here on the Jersey Shore. You can see that beautiful sun starting to come out. Nice and cool up here. And super, super beautiful now. Thank God we didn't get canceled because it is a beautiful night. So I'm actually going to walk to my car and get my tom-tom. I'm going to add my tom-tom to this cake because I'm wanting it and I can't hear it. So, let's take a walk. So what's up, babe? How you doing? Talking through the phone here. Let's see. Oh wait, I gotta remember. I gotta take my other phone because I don't have internet here, so I gotta piggyback this off my other phone. I forgot. Sorry. All right. All right, look at this beautiful sun. Now it's gonna get hot. Unfortunately. See the beautiful ocean over there? All right, walk real quick to the car. You know, it helps if I have my keys. Got my phone, got my keys. Yeah, Johnny, they do work. It's a big help, right? Big, big help. All right. Jing-a-ling. Dawn, it's windy where you are. How you doing, Wolf? How was your last couple days? Oh, he just left. Okay. Coco, it's 3,000 degrees, 300 degrees in for this one. Yeah, it was raining here earlier. Well, like a little tiny bit. Wasn't even enough, but it was down below us. It was actually a lot below us. And then like Tom's River area. But it's beautiful now. Gorgeous. The sun's gorgeous here. Feels good. All right, almost there. Like I said, I want to get my tom-tom because I'm kind of hearing that sound out of my head and I can't play it. It ain't there. So let's see if we can get this real quick. I'm gonna do the small one. All right. Now, gotta walk back. So there's these apartments over here. There's the ones that are on the other side of the boardwalk. Last time we walked down to the inlet and I showed you guys that. All right. Zara Phoenix, what's up? Are we all ready for extraterrestrial disclosure? Okay. Maybe you got something to share. I don't know. What's up, Frankie? And that's probably my wife calling me. Hold on 1 second. Yep. So I'm gonna walk this back, guys. Set this up, and then I'll call my wife. So I'll be right back. Just give me a minute here. So I get over here, carrying all this stuff. Go for it, Don. Family first. All right, let me set this Tom up real quick. Put you guys back in the cradle. And then get that going.
I've never been there. Oh, good idea. Good idea. He does like one and a half hours. Oh, no, no. Just gonna let me die in my bed? Like,
Gotta love my wife.
Great time.
She is the best. So, how's everybody doing today? How's everybody? Oh, look at that beautiful sun back there. Oh man, that's nice. Warm on my back, but it's starting to be hot. It's gonna start getting hot. All right, so what's up, Jelly Bean? Glow Stick. Yeah, I watch them sometimes. Yeah. Speaker. Rhoda Rudy? Is that a speaker? Which speaker are we talking about? In front of me or behind me you're talking about? Because there's like nothing up there. That's in the sun over there. So, sorry about that. Yeah, Johnny, we're coming back. Sorry, it's a little break, guys. We'll be right back, though. Centro. Behind me, there's nothing. No, it's just a. Oh, there may be that speaker up there you're talking about. Probably. Yeah, that's not ours. That's just a shitty speaker that they have here. Rodolfo, what's up? How you doing? So, thanks for being here. Yeah, Johnny, I did. Look. Boop. There she be. My little tenor. My little 16er. But yeah, I did. Yeah, need to hear that tom. Sorry. A little hat, snare, bass ride thing. I gotta have some toms. Gotta have some toms. Gotta make my noise. All right, so let's see here. Jelly Bean, thank you for being here. Coco, Loco, Greg Mulligan. Well, hopefully, maybe your life will be better. You want to say, oh, front cam? Bartolome JK wanted to see the front, so here's the front. It's dead here tonight. I don't know if you guys were on that live stream for the 3rd, the night before 4th of July. It was packed here. Packed. And then it rained. And it caused us to be delayed the whole time. I hated it. It sucked. So, definitely glad it's not raining tonight. But, and if you look way over there, there's the ocean. That's the inlet, all the jetty that sticks out. It's way over there. And then there's a boat over there into the ocean, all the way down. So, Timmy Tons, we are at Point Pleasant Beach in New Jersey. At the Point Pleasant Inlet, or Manasquan Inlet they call it. But we are in New Jersey, right on the Jersey Shore. Californication, we don't do that one. Sorry, man. Rodolfo, good song. I love it, but I don't do that one. I'm sorry. So yeah, we're on the Jersey Shore. Man, that sun is getting bright. Sorry, guys. So right here, there's like a bunch of places that we play in this little area. So we have a place during the summer. There's always lots of people here and stuff, except for tonight. But usually that's the case. Turn the camera. There you go. So there's the beach over there. Here, let's take a walk. I'll show you. So, right over there is the inlet. Beach. It's a little restaurant. This is the bar and grill, but you get to sit outside. Rotor Rudy. We play all kinds of music. Specialize a little bit of Grateful Dead's always in there. But we'll do classic rock, I guess you could say. Classic rock. But we throw in other stuff like we do like War Pigs, and we'll do man, what else we do? Just drawing a blank. But we do stuff like that. We'll do a wide variety. What's up, Nikolai?
Johnny, buddy. But yeah, you're right.
Anyway, guys, this is where we're at. Ended up being a beautiful night. So that's our little setup right there in that cove. And down here, so I'll zoom in. What's it? It's a big freight tanker there. And then right there is where they're going to do the fireworks. They shoot the fireworks right now. So it looks like going ahead with the fireworks. So, and they usually go off like at 9 o'clock. I think we're going to be playing. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show it unless we stop during that and they go, and then we play. But we play till 10. So, yeah. Hopefully I can show you. We were able to see him last week. Nikolai, thank you so much. Thank you. Sub and like, man. Guys, yeah, hit that sub and like. Oh, guys, and don't forget. I just started this yesterday. I started memberships because I really want to build this community. You guys are so freaking awesome. I love you all. And yes, everybody, thank you. So I really want to build this community, be stronger and more friendly, and keep growing it so we can have a huge family. So I really want to do that. So I started memberships on my channel. So if you really would like to help support me and just keep this thing going and support each other and make this a really beautiful place, I have different levels. So check them out. Buy me a coffee, buy me a beer, buy me a shot, and then Drum Guru. If you want to take lessons with me personally, you can do that. Get you hooked up with those. All right? And they are killer lessons. You will be amazed at what you can learn and how good you can get. So check those out. I really appreciate it. Again, just buying me a coffee is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Witch Doctor, no, can't buy me an escort because I'm married, so that's it. Remix 40, no, we're on the Jersey Shore. Galisa Tello, you're from Virginia, awesome. So we are on the Jersey Shore, like I said. This is Point Pleasant, New Jersey. I'll show you again. Here's the camera. Here's Point Pleasant, New Jersey. Jenks North Inlet Bar. There's the inlet. There's a big boat that just left. Fishing boat. There's the inlet. So, I look Californian. All right, well, I didn't know there was a look to California. I think, yeah, well, I guess, I mean, you live at the beach, right? You live at the beach, so it's just the other side. So, yeah, it's awesome. So yeah, thank you for putting it in there. We're on the Jersey Shore, like I said. Put in the comments where you're from. I'd love to see where everybody's from. The other night we had, who was here? India. India was the furthest the other night, in Brazil. And we had some, I think, Italy in there too. There was a Greece. So, yeah. Sorry, Witch Doctor. Taken. Got a ring on it. All right, so Cape Cod. All right, Cape Cod. Stylin' One. Thank you. Thank you. Casper, Wyoming. Witch Doctor. All right. So I think Wyoming right now is probably the furthest, unless somebody else chimed in. Florida, Suzette. I don't know. Who else is out there? You know. All right. again, so hit the subscribe and like. Sorry guys, we're just scrolling back there for a second. Florida, Maryland, Kimberly, yeah, Cape Cod. Yeah, we're on a short little break. So just like I said, we're over there, and I start to see Drew setting up. So that means I gotta go. So let me get over there. And thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit the subscribe and like. If you guys really want to help support me, please hit that membership. And I'm gonna set you up, guys, and get another drink. All right.
Welcome back, everybody. Hump Hump Day Trail here. Take care of your bartenders, take care of the band. Got any questions, let us know. You probably don't know. Thank you. Wild trickle of water from my head, and changes as the thing I gave. Don't sleep around, don't hang around, don't hit me, don't sleep around, don't sleep around, don't hit me, don't sleep Walk along the river, sweet on the line. Just knows how you gonna know my name. You gonna know my name. I'll lie, singing to my bed. I'll lie, singing to my bed. I'll lie, singing to my bed. refuse to shine. I will still be loving you. Mountains come to see. You'll see you and me. What was that for?
Alright, the song before that was You're Gonna Know My Name by Gary Clark Jr.
She says we must find a beat. Keep on chanting.
So September, I think I'm gonna message you. We're gonna do a party at the house. So I wanna contact you guys at the house.
When is it?
That?
What's the date?
September. I don't know yet. I gotta get porta johns, I gotta do the whole shit. His mom DJ, the last one, the college.
Just say this, that's why I'm trying
Please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Check out the memberships too.
Those just walking and we're Hump Day Trio here every Thursday here at Jenks Inlet. Take care of your bartenders. If you got any questions, let us know. I might not know them.
Still asking. Still asking. Do a little,
What about the fire?
Okay, sure, please, short break. We'll be right back. Take care, bartender. Stick around.
Sorry, I got a little bad connection there a little bit right now, but it's funny. All right, turn this around. Sorry, guys. Do. So let's take a look at the sunset. Guitar and play. It's pretty beautiful. Got a beautiful sunset here, guys. Again, on the Jersey Shore. Thanks for being here. Here's the boardwalk. Yeah, it's a little choppy. You know why, Dawn? Because the feed's a little choppy. It's because I don't have internet here. They don't have Wi-Fi. So I have to use my other phone and do the piggyback. Look at these colors, these pastel colors. Look how crazy that is. The water looks like pastel. It's so crazy looking. Look at the water. It looks like pink. Look at the boat is. Crazy sky colors, right? Thank you so much, Christy. Really appreciate it. Johnny Wolf, Tennessee Tex. Dawn. Sato. I can't read that, but I assume you're probably from like Japan. That looks Japanese.
You know, in all my
What's up, Mark? Addison. And it does look like cotton candy. You're right, Dawn. All right. Wolf, you're speaking Spanish. Sorry, guys, just scrolling back here, getting you a view of the beautiful Jersey Shore. Creasaw, what's up? How you doing? All right. Sparkle, you're here. TV Rocks 301, what's up? If you're there still, thanks for being here. Jake, and anybody else who's here. I don't know who else is here. Matt, how you doing? Jorge. Kimberly, what's up? So yeah, beautiful sky, guys. This beautiful, beautiful sky. You know what? Let's take a little walk here.
I'm not going all the way up there.
I said all my life before.
So they got the fireworks all set up over there. Got it all roped off. So we'll have some fireworks. Driving on the beach. Driving a car on the beach. So here's the big jetty that sticks out. Trying to grow the dunes here. I don't know if I should walk out here. I'm gonna get sand in my shoes. But let's take a walk down to the water, guys. I haven't been to the beach, been to the ocean in like forever. Wow, look at that sky. You know, I don't know about the water temp, Wolf. I haven't been to the beach, like I said, in a long time. I just go to my beach that is local in my community, but that water was pretty warm on the 4th. Beautiful sunset, right, guys? Got some awesome sunsets here in Jersey. And this beach feels like 1,000 miles away. Feels like, what the? All right, almost there. Almost there. Tails. Sorry, we're just walking I'm near the ocean. Figured I might as well come over and see it. I haven't been here all year to check it out. Getting closer. So you can see here, like how it dips. It's just like from here forward fluctuates because of the ocean. So all the seashells down here. Let's check it out. Oh, this guy caught a shark. Whoa. Worried I might get my feet wet, guys. Oh, it's so nice here. Water's like a bluish green. Here, Wolf, I'll tell you. The water's a little cold. It's a little cold. Beautiful. So let's check out this jetty. So down over there is all. So I used to come here all the time as a kid, and we used to walk on this jetty. So I'm gonna walk over here. I'll show you. What they did is they did these big like T-shaped things made out of concrete. When I was a kid, it used to be big boulders like this. Then they made these big T jack things, you know, that look like jacks that you play with as a kid. And then let's get up here. Hold on a second, guys. There we go. Here's the inlet. So the water down there. So this is the inlet, and I don't know if anybody of you ever watched my other lives, but once a year we do a tug of war here between the north and south sides of the inlet, and we are one of the bands that play there. So kind of fun. So what's up, Knock? How you doing? Again, Sparkle, so good to see you here. Thank you. Maria. France is in the house. Knock. Awesome. France in the house. Thank you for being here. Whoop. All right. Can you imagine the cranes that had to position these things here? Look how big these things are. Freaking huge. Look at them. They're massive. And then that's where we are, right over there. That's where we play. And then check out these rocks. So this is when I was a kid. These rocks here, then they moved a lot of them and put this big thing out here. But it was always fun to walk on these guys because you got to hop. right? So you don't want to fall down in these cracks and crevices, but you gotta hop. Now, as a little kid, these cracks seemed freaking huge. And I can hear water down there. Yeah, don't drop your phone down there because you ain't getting it back. Yeah, you definitely ain't getting it back from up here. Ugh. Walk with caution, right? All right, let's get back out of here. So again, there's the inlet. See everybody over there? That other inlet sticks out, other jetty sticks out really far away. I think I'm stuck. I don't think I can get out here from this direction. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Wah, wah, wah. I gotta walk all the way around? Well, I gotta walk all the way around, guys. Let's go for a walk. Dawn, I just saw you coming. You could drum those feet dry. Yeah, I could. All right, here we go. Johnny used to live in Hawaii. Wow. I always wanted to go to Hawaii. Hawaii is a place that I always wanted to live. Check out. All right, I'm walking around, guys, so I'm going to take a second here. Hopefully it's not too shitty. I know the reception's not the greatest. So, yeah, so we're Hump Day Trio. Let me turn this around. So we're Hump Day Trio. My name is Neil Garthly. This is my channel. Thanks for being here. We're playing at the Jenks Inlet bar tonight. In the bar and grill, and here in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So if you like what you see in here, please hit that subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you really, really want to help me and help grow this channel and help grow this community that we're all part of, that we're all sitting here watching each other now, you can always go to my memberships and help support me that way, where helps me kind of keep doing these things. And you can buy me a coffee, you can buy me a beer, you can buy me a shot, or if you want to really get into it and you want to take some lessons, there's the Drum Guru. You can get some lessons a month, and it will be the most amazing lessons you've ever had, guaranteed. So if you are interested, check those out. I appreciate it. I really do. All right. Wow, that sunset is really nice. Boy, super duper awesome. Anyway, so that's what subscribe and like. We're kind of walk back now and do another set. Got to call my wife, my beautiful wife, and give her a little hello. I'll tell her that you all said hello, because I'm sure you know, everybody loves Jess. All right, tons of sand in my shoes. That's the one thing about the beach, and that's the one thing Anakin Skywalker hates the most. Sand, because it gets into everything and it irritates it. So, big part of it. What's up, David? My work in Blink 182? That's funny. Hey, there. All right. So So, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go this way. All right. I think the fireworks are coming up in a little bit, but I don't know. I think we're gonna be playing. So we'll see if we. Yeah, the beach is awesome. I love the beach. I love the beach. It's awesome. All right, I gotta put you on the stand here so I can go.